Okay, so today I'm going to do a very important video. Okay, this video, right, at the same time I want to educate you and also I want to protect you from scam. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a few things, or maybe I thought that there's only a few lah, but when I type it out and do my content, I realized that maybe there's quite a lot of things about rental that I can talk about, and I want to do it in one episode so that all the information is put together. Okay, so even if you are not a tenant or landlord, because as long as you are an investor, you want to watch this, because I will think that the rental market will actually affect the sales and purchase market also. Okay, so let's go. Okay, so what happened is I actually come across a rental scam. Okay, I think rental scam is still very common nowadays, and I think the newspaper have came out that they cheated millions of dollars from people. Okay, so how does rental scam work? Why people get into rental scam? Let me explain this to you. I meet this rental scam whereby my mom's neighbor unit was being used for scam. So what happened is this tenant, right, actually came to walk around the neighborhood, try to peep into the unit, okay, and check whether this is the correct unit. Okay, so let me share with you the whole storyline. What happened is she saw a unit that is very cheap. So guys, number one, I will say that if the unit is very cheap, then please don't bother lah. And then number two, go for trustworthy websites lah, like Property Guru. If you want to use what Gumtree, Carousel, all these, I will say that the chance of rental scam is very high. Number three, it doesn't mean that people send you video and photo of the unit. It doesn't mean that people send you NRIC of the owner. It doesn't mean that people send you ID tag of the agent, photo of the agent. Means you're really talking to the agent. It's not, guys. People are agents. There's many agents that got cheated, and also my colleagues also kena the scam, and then their photos are being used, their ID is being used, their phone number is being used. So all this scam is very comprehensive. Okay, don't think that if people send you all this proof is correct. So this tenant, basically she got all the proof, even the video of the unit. She came over and looked at the unit that is next to my mom's unit, which is my mom's neighbor's unit. But the thing is, my mom's neighbor just bought the house for about a year. So how can that unit be the unit that she's renting? So my mom gave me a call because my mom was trying to be helpful and asked me, hey, is this a scam? Because the lady was very afraid. Then I was thinking like, hey, you just moved in 1 year, how can you be renting out? So anyway, the agent, we called the agent, and the agent said, my name and number has been used many times. A lot of police report has been made already. Okay, there's nothing to be able to stop it lah. Okay, so I don't know how his ID tag photo was being leaked out, but again, this is why I don't take photos of my ID tag to people. So rental scam is in Singapore and it's always there, and it's getting stronger and stronger. Why? So before I tell you why, I just want to do a conclusion on this rental scam. So what happened is, number one, please do not send people money if you haven't viewed a unit. I'm getting a lot of tenants that's very desperate, telling people that, hey, I can rent the unit without looking, I can offer now, I don't need to come for viewing. Guys, this is why rental scam comes into the situation, because you guys are desperate. Then you all tell people that, hey, I don't view, I just need a video. Then people will take advantage of this. People will ask you, the scammers will tell you, oh, okay, can, I send you a video. But how are you going to verify whether this is real or not? Then later on, they will tell you, some to the extent they'll tell you, oh, you want to view, they will have another technique for people that don't want to view. Okay, so people, they will have another technique for people that want to view. So the don't want to view one, they will try to tell you things like, hey, this unit there's a lot of calls, so we are not open for viewing because of there's too many people that want to view. So you put in a deposit now, if not you'll be gone. Don't fall into the trap, guys. This is why for all my units, people that tell me that they want to offer without viewing, I always tell them that cannot. You need to view first to prevent any misunderstanding. So please beware of rental scam. Please don't transfer people money even without viewing the unit. Please don't transfer people money without ownership proof. Okay, it's very easy to scam you if you are desperate. Number one, rental price is going up. So guys, when rental price go up, if you feel that you have killed your side or found a very cheap unit, guys, it's not possible. So rental scam comes from being, I wouldn't say comes from being greedy, but comes from being if cheapskate. Okay, I'm not trying to be, okay, no offense guys, no offense, because in this topic I also want to say that the rental price is still increasing. And why is the rental price increasing? Number one, I have to go back to the basics, is that a lot of project is still not ready. They are taking keys next year. Okay, they have delay this year and they are not ready. They are going for next year again. So there's still a lot of people looking for 1 year lease, unfurnished units. And yes, there's a lot of people that sell and then they want to buy, but they think that the market crash, and then with the cooling measure coming out, you know, they continue to rent. But the thing is, because of all these things, rental price is going up. Okay, and there is also a lot of people. Remember, we talked about foreigners coming into Singapore. Okay, first of all, these foreigners coming into Singapore, if they are ultra rich, they will buy. Okay, or if they are going for PR, they will buy. But a lot of them that is coming to Singapore, they are not going for PR, they are just on EPS pass, whatever tech pass, and pass here, pass there, any employment. They are just here to work. And with a pass, they are under foreigner scheme. They have to pay a ABSD of 25%. They wouldn't buy, guys. They will rent. So this is the thing that is fueling the rental market. And the rental market is getting hotter and hotter day by day. But there's still a lot of problem in the rental market. And one of it is, I want to say first, okay, I get a lot of tenants asking me things like, Aaron, need to pay agent com or not? Okay, so let me clarify this, guys. If I represent the landlord and I'm advertising a unit, okay, basically if I'm advertising a unit, I'm representing the landlord. Okay, so if I'm representing the landlord, you as a tenant that calls me don't need to pay me agent fee. So I don't know how it works, okay, I may be wrong here, disclaimer, but I feel that if an agent that is advertising for a landlord but asking you to pay him commission, I don't know is it 100% wrong, but to me it feels wrong, because if you are advertising for the landlord, you actually serve the landlord. So if you serve the landlord, there's a conflict of interest. Why are you collecting commission from me? Is this even allowed under the CA ruling? You're going to check with CA yourself lah. I feel that there's something weird here. So this is another thing that you have to be careful. So you see, the rental market is getting dangerous and dangerous day by day lah, because of a fueling demand. Okay, and the supply is low because HDB is already being controlled by the rental quota. Then private, I can say that those that need to rent have already rented. Those that you still have rental houses, those very little supply in the market, really little. So I can tell you, if you don't know how scary is the rental market today, I share with you my experience. I have a unit that I rented out, 2 bedroom. There's 100 over calls in 2 days, and in one night viewing, we managed to clock more than 30 groups of tenants. If you think this is amazing, or you think this is because if it's 2-bedder, let me tell you, I have another unit that is quite an old condo, 3-bedroom unit. Okay, we get about, that one we get lesser cost, maybe about 40-50 calls, okay, inquiries, and viewing maybe about 20 plus, but it's still very strong. So this is how the market is moving, guys. So if you really think that the rental market is not going to be strong, I think it will continue to be strong. Okay, the main thing is, I don't think the cooling measure is the reason that the rental market is strong. The rental market is strong by 2 things. Again, these 2 things is related to my last few videos also. One, the foreigners that are not buying but are coming here to work. Okay. 2, people that are still waiting for their unit. I can tell you, I get a lot of calls for projects that is for rental condos that is near to those new launch area. Okay, there's still a lot of Singaporeans looking to rent, waiting for their new launch to DOP, guys. So this is the fact. Next, I'm going to talk about this topic which many of you will say that racist, why like that, unfair, okay? Okay, so what happened is, first of all, you have to understand my job is an agent. I help my landlord get the highest price. So what happened is, my landlord will always tell me who they want, who they don't want, who they prefer, and whatsoever. And my job is to get the highest price, guys. So wherever a tenant message me, okay, let's say you are a group of students, then my client say don't want, because my client want family. Why y'all want to scold me? You know, why are y'all trying to be a badass, trying to scold the agent and say racist, unfair, you know? So let's say my client don't want a certain race, and you're from that certain race, then you message me, then I say sorry, the owner may not have shortlist you, or I will say like things like I will get back to you. Then you get a little bit hostile, or you say that hey, you got 6 people, I told you 6 people, the rental got a bit more. Then you get a little bit angry, then you start to say, oh, why like this? Then I told you that I'm trying to get a higher price for the owner, so highest offer will get it. Then you say, oh, bidding is unethical. Guys, today if you are the landlord, you also want to choose your tenant, right? You want to choose a tenant that take good care of your house. You want to choose a tenant that pays you the most money. You want to choose the tenant with the least amount of people, because the least amount of people will actually relate to less wear and tear, correct? So tenants, y'all got to be reasonable, right? Why are y'all scolding the agent about this? And why are y'all sending rude and offensive message about this? Because the agent is just doing their job. And if the agent tell you the viewing is at 3 o'clock, you try to come out with 4 o'clock, 2 o'clock, or instead of Saturday, you come out with Sunday. Guys, it doesn't work. Why? Because the agents are experiencing about 50 to 100 calls every day just on one rental unit. And they are getting 20 to 30 viewings. How are they going to accommodate you one person when they have 20-30 people more to accommodate to? So there is a line of fairness to be drawn, you know, everyone has to be given a chance. So if you cannot make it, then maybe you are not desperate enough, maybe you are not the tenant that is urgent enough to want to rent a unit. So this is the problem with the rental market today. There is rental scam going on, there is agent trying to collect commission from tenant, but they are the one advertising the unit, which is a conflict of interest to me. We have the rental prices going up high, and then people saying that with the new cooling measure, those private owners that have sold, they cannot buy, they will go out and rent. So there's so many things in the rental market today that you need to take note. Okay, so I just want to share the reality of the rental market, and whether you are a tenant or landlord, you really need to have a thought about it, you know. Be fair to the tenants as well as to the landlord, you know, because the landlord has the rights to choose who he or she wants to rent and what kind of profile, and of course the highest price person will get it. There's nothing wrong with telling you that the highest price get it. You know, when there is 30 over viewings, the landlord will definitely be able to choose, because out of 30 over viewings, on average today for rental we get 5 to 6 offers. It's very different from the sales and purchase side. Okay, so please understand the rental environment today, and I hope this video helps you. Hit the like button, subscribe button. Today I talked a little bit long already. Not long, 11 minutes. I try to say lesser lah, because there's actually more to talk about. So that's it for the video. Bye bye.